We're now in the middle ELO bracket here, between Palm and Firebird, 1300 to 1500 ELO section. So Palm specifically requested me not to cast this one, which is why I look forward to casting it even more. Because Palm was seriously hangover when he played this game. That's his excuse anyway. So Palm was tired, yes, tired. He even offered me a $20 donation not to cast it, but I don't take bribes. We're going to see this match. It's a best of three. We're on Arabia here, and the players have been drafting Sibs, and Palm is here with the Malians. One of his favorites, at least for only one. So that could be good choice, of course, for Malians here, and he's up against Berbers for Firebird here. So battle of the strong camel civilizations here. Berbers with the cheaper knights and camels, Malians with all kinds of options. Could also go all in longswords in cast stage with success because of their infantry getting extra pierce armor. But we'll see how it goes here. The map is Arabia, and Palm doesn't have the prettiest map ever. Forward side gold on the hill here. Forward gold here as well. Berries like in the middle of nowhere over here. Easily hit by a Berbers infantry and rush forward if he goes for that. But knowing Berbers, Firebird would probably go for scouts here. Main gold in the back for Palm though, not worst ever. And there's potential for wall-offs here on either side. Firebird with the 2 forward golds as well. These are actually almost even worse, even without a hill next to them, because there's they're both forward and has to maybe be placed outside of the walls, but the main gold in the back kind of salvages this situation here. Side seems wall-to-wall, either towards the edge or towards the backside of the map here, but along towards the edge is probably the better call here. Forward-ish berries for Firebird as well, and Malians very likely to go Drush or Men-at-Arms here. Maybe Men-at-Arms being Malians with that extra pierce armor. Right-hand side also quite open for Firebird, so I hope the players will play with a little bit of feudal aggression here. So what do we expect to see here? I mean, it's Berbers. They are a cavalry civilization. They could, of course, go for the rush, but by the looks of it, that's not Firebird's plan here. 3 on wood, usually indicative of the scouts. Palm, however, with 4 on wood here, sends me more in the direction of an infantry opening, and by the looks of it, a drush opening here, since the gold is now being gathered. Barracks will be going up now so that these angry housewives can pop out of the barracks and move forward to be plain annoying here. Palm has been experimenting with drush into archers lately, so that's what we might see here, but he was also severely hangover, so maybe he will fuck things up. We don't know. Don't know yet. The empty wall of Palm as well. Cowardly boy here, walling the front side of the base. But the Drush is ready to move, the militia are going here. A couple of farms are up as well. Could be a Drush fast castle here maybe because of the farms and sheep still being eaten. We'll see. That is 3 angry housewives on the move now though, and should have set the course right for the berries here for Firebird, who hasn't even commenced any walls yet. Good boy. Will not be able to delay the barracks here. Firebird, of course, going for the scouts will be Closing in on the feudal age here now, and that gives scouts more potential here, since Palm won't be having access to spearmen anytime soon. Going for a hit on the berries though, knowing that the Berbers is likely to go for the scouts here, so you want to take them off good to prevent easy production of scouts. Stables go up right on the wood line here, blocking a bit of the wood line for Firebird here, but also keeping the Drush out to some extent. Just one quick palisade away from stopping the engagement. Oh, Palm sacrificing Scout to TC here, at least almost, so that limits the aggression quite a bit. That Scout should be going down. Just one poke and boom, it's dead. Doesn't change the fact that Firebird is off berries though, so that's something that needs to be attended to. Palm, meanwhile, on the way up to the feudal age here with 26 pop total, 24 villagers, so it's not going to be the fast castle here, it's going to be a different kind of follow-up here. 4 on gold, maybe an archer's follow-up here, and some very local wallings towards the edge here to minimize villager walking time and optimize eco-efficiency. So there we go, the walls for Firebird as well, queuing some scouts now. He has 3 scouts total. We'll have to run to the south side to enter. Never mind, there's an opening here actually. So the scouts, what are you waiting for? You should just run right in here and not poke at the walls, but try and look for openings here. There is one spear on the field though, could be enough. Come on, man! You even know it's... What's going on? You even know it's open over here. Why not just run right in Firebird? There comes the house wall to keep them out, and the opportunity is lost for Firebird to enter Palm space. He is safe for now. Meanwhile, 2 rages for Palm here, producing the archers. And you can see that the players have consistent production behind this as well. Firebird at 25 villagers though has had a little bit more idle TC time than Palm, but roughly 1 villager difference in that kind of production there. Some extensive walling for Firebird at home, knows that he won't be hit quite just yet. Should Green go for a range himself as soon as he sees the 1 range and the full walls? I think it's a proper response to go for a range when you see the enemy going for archers, whether it be 1 or 2. It's also, given the uptimes, you could suspect this is a drush into archers, and then it would usually be 2 ranges as opposed to men-at-arms, where it's usually 1 range. But regardless of it being 1 or 2 ranges for the opponent, 1 range skirmishers is enough for defense. Should be enough, anyway. And Berbers could always benefit from that anyway, because Knights and Skirms will be very strong against an opponent going for the Archer's approach. So no harm done in going for Skirmishers. Not really scouting the map here though, just patrolling around on the hill, maybe expecting the Archers to move out here and wants to catch the movement. And even if Green goes for skirmishers here, this woodland could actually be... you wouldn't kill villagers, but you could use just a few skirmishers to stand around here and idle the villagers on the wood line. And the gold in the back here as well. So walls not optimal for Palm here. He has only 1 gold inside of his walls. So Firebird could even move a villager or 2 forward here and try and get the tower up to deny this gold. The Archer's investment has been revealed though, and the Scouts will be picking up a few of the reinforcements here. So Palm with limited success, he has some spearmen mixed in. Of course, he knows there are scouts on the field, so he will be trying to get some easy pick-off there. Meanwhile, Firebird is stacking up on some skirmishers for defense and should be able to hold off the archers and spearmen investment here. Let's see what Palm can do here, though. He should be able to pick off a few villagers on this woodland, but that's also about the only place he can deal damage at this point, unless he breaks in. But there are already 6, 7, 8 skirmishers here to defend for Firebird, who, once he gets the gold into the bank, will be able to, at the very least, match Palm's uptime here. Palm has a decent setup for the transition to the next age here as well. And right now, idling the Rangers, maybe exactly with the ambition to go up to the cast age here. Yeah, Skirmisher's doing great here to keep the aggression out. There is actually a wall woodland far in the back for Firebird as well. He has scouted it. So yeah, he's placing the lumber camp in the back there. That's quite a bit of walking time for the villagers, but it's worth it not to risk any archers' aggression there. He could have taken just this one though to begin with, because feudal age archers, even crossbows, wouldn't range this area. So Firebird now going to be the first to click up here, maybe. No, there's the cast late for Palm, so he's getting a little head start. Firebird to follow suit once these once the 200 gold is in here. 18 farms, and for now 7 on gold. Has to have plans to go into double stable knights here. Scary against Malians though, because Malians have the camels, access to camels in the Castle Age, and in Come the Imperial Age, you have the unique technology for Malians as well, the Parimba, giving Malians cavalry +5 attack. They are lacking the Imperial Age attack upgrade though, as you can see here, that's darkened out there. It's not accessible, but it's still some of the most powerful cavalry in the game. Late game, especially the light camp or raiding. Light camp for Malians have 7 +7 attack, so they have an easier time sniping villagers or other weak units than most civilizations. So 50 something seconds to go here. Palm will be forward with 15 archers to be crossbows here, and should be able to break through the palisades at some place here. And no sign of a second stable. There it is for a Firebird. So should be able to pump out some knights here with that discount that Berbers actually have. And we'll see how they trade against Palm's crossbows here. Crossbow, Bodkin, and Bauso on the way for Palm, whereas Firebird just about to reach that next age. Will finish the stables just in time. Perfect timing there. And Bloodlines and the first defense is in. Wondering if Firebird should consider a defensive siege workshop here as well, though. That could be something to keep in mind. Elite Skirm comes to mind as well. Those are significant investments, though. Knights might well do the trick as well with the +2 defense. Elite Skirms, Palm with the Knights as well. He is missing one attack upgrade, so his Knights are weaker, but that's only meant as a meat shield for the crossbows here. Good addition, or to snipe skirmishers as well, of course. Elite Skirms in for the Berbers player here. The Knights are in the numbers as well. This should be a better fight for Firebird here inside of his home base. No sign of any defensive siege. Firebird is going into another TC instead to secure this wood line. And there's a chance that Palm will never notice the woodline in the back of the green player's base here. It's a good cleanup for now, good KD for Firebird, 20 to 11. Going to chase down the rest of the crossbows here with that powerful combination of Knights and Skirms. The Knights suffering here from not having the +2 defense though. Palm now with more knights than the Burr player actually, and mixing in some camels as well. Could be a full on tech switch here. He now has 19 on food, 14 on gold. Seems risky against Berbers with that much easier way to mass units, but considering the numbers of elite skirms on the field and making up a huge mass of Firebird's actual army, the switch of Palm is on point here. He's also getting that +2 defense, which Firebird still doesn't have for his units, which will have Palm's Knights be taking even better fights here. Palm with the cleanup here, 7 knights and 2 camels now on the field. Firebird, 3 knights and 2 camels, and not currently producing from the stables. That could be hurtful. More on the defensive side here now, adding a monastery here. But we'll need to commit to the house walls to keep the knights offensive out here. Sables producing again, probably mainly camels here by now. But yeah, attack upgrade is in, so arguably going to be able to take better fights here now against the Palms forward. So Palm desperately fighting to enter here. Firebird with more resources in the bank. Keeping both stables producing could actually almost afford production for another stable now, but Palm is inside the walls of Firebird here now. They have roughly the same army numbers. Palm actually with superior numbers here, but lacking that attack upgrade will even it out here, I think, because Firebird has 2 attack, 1 defense. Palm has only the 2 defense. Some eco extension here for Palm. That's the 3rd TT going up and securing-ish this gold on the hill here. We won't be seeing any range options for Firebird just yet, so... But at some point he could, of course, drop a castle on this hill to deny this gold if he has the map control and army to defend it. But we have somewhat similarly matched army combinations and numbers here now. Both players adding 1 monk as well for potential conversions. Palm still with only the 2 defense, getting forging just now, whereas Firebird is still lacking that 2nd defense upgrade. Probably lost a unit to conversion here. And KD is still in favor of Firebird here. I think I'd rather be in Green's position here. Yes, I kind of agree as well, because when it's cavalry against cavalry, it would still always be more cost efficient for Firebird here. Looks like a cleanup actually, so that extra attack for Firebird is really paying off here in the melee fighting. I mean, that +2 defense, certainly great against range options, but it seems to me that Firebird took better trades here, having an early iron casting in here. Focusing on the houses and not the builders here though. You're going to get Palm housed anytime soon. You'd have to kill 7 more houses. Yeah, knights and camels. Melee units behave strangely sometimes. But this is a waste of time, though. I mean, I guess Firebird has plans of dropping a castle here or something, since he's really trying to take this hill, but I don't understand the reasoning behind this. Palm is struggling for numbers now, though, against Firebird here. 21 to 4 is the count. Firebird on 2 TCs now, Palm on 3, so Palm should have an eco edge here, at least kicking in soon here. They're both keeping consistent production behind this. Firebird is researching hand cards, so he might actually be thinking about an Imperial Age transition here in not too long. The houses go down and Palm actually gets housed here. So house attack works, confirmed. Was surprising. Triple stables now consistently producing for Firebird. Power of the Berbers right there. Palm with 3 stables not producing. So desperately trying to break in here. Oh, he's in. He's in for the raids on the woodline on Palm here. Palm has made the pike switch now. That is food and gold upgrade to have gone into here, but much needed now against the full-on cavalry play here. The issue though is that Firebird has so cheap cavalry, he could still easily just keep spamming units and actually trade against small numbers of pikes here. They have +2 defense and the attack from earlier applying to all melee units though, so the pikes will be doing decently for Palm, but I believe Malians don't get halberdier as the camel sibs usually don't. So even the pikes, they won't be worthwhile as much in the Imperial Age. Here comes the forward castle for Firebird here. It's not quite the 105 castle, but it still denies this gold and potentially allows Firebird to take it. Firebird is also on 3 TCs at home now, keeping up the numbers here. 95 is the builder count between the players, but Firebird with a slight military lead here. Beautiful mining camp. 2 tiles or 3 tiles even away from the gold here. So Palm on the way to the Imperial Age now. And he has made the pikemen to benefit from that, and that's not going to be all that huge in this matchup, considering that they cannot be upgraded to halberdiers. It's still going to keep the cavalry away while Firebird is also on the way to the Imperial Age though, but if he gets to Cavalier and or Heavy Camel, that's going to be tougher than you could actually challenge the pikes, but I guess Firebird will need a complementary unit here as well to deal with the pikemen. Maybe some forward scorpions or other kinds of siege, or even going to skirmishers or janitors here with the Berbers. You don't see janitors a lot, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Palm with some siege workshops as well. Going into rams here. Does he want to ram down this castle before Castle Age kicks in? The Imperial Age? I don't understand the ram investment here. Then he's U-boat. Yes, he would go janitors for sure. Let's see. It's Elite Skirm. Sorry to disappoint Ogedai 1 or Dennis U-boat here. It is an Elite Skirm investment from one out of these forward ranges for Firebird. Hand Cannoneer could be an option in the Imperial Age as well. I have no idea whether Berbers get them or not. Palm avanzó a la Edad Imperial. So Imperial Age for both players. Capped Ram going in, and there's a castle as well. 112 for both players. Similar boom here with the triple TCs. Masonry for Firebird to strengthen the buildings here. Let's see, that should be a little bit more HP on your typical buildings maybe. Oh, I didn't kick in yet. Here come the battering rams, 2 of them to try and tear down this castle. They are heroes indeed. Cap rams now actually. No, I have no idea why Palm goes for the Rams here. He must be still be drunk when playing this, because this is a weird addition. The cavalry would just snipe that easily. Look at this hill advantage here as well. Castle Fire, hill advantage for the skirms against the pikes, and in these kinds of numbers, it's almost justified for Firebird to take the pikes here, but he's going to waste a lot of numbers here, though. That has to be said. He's running into mass pikes with his... What the fuck is this slaughter here? It's... Fight that Firebird wins in the end, but he sacrificed so much cavalry there before losing, before getting heavy camel. He was like 1.5 minutes of heavy camel and is wasting units to skirms like this. Castle takes some hits, and the Rams did provide some extra fire in addition to the trebuchets here, but it doesn't go down. There are some builders forward to repair here, and Firebird is now free to counter Treb here, maybe this castle on the hill. Yeah, that was a ridiculous cleanup. The pikes have full upgrades, so that helps, obviously. That's something that people tend to forget when going for the infantry-style defense units, like pikes or halberdiers. But maybe Firebird doesn't mind all that much. He still has a decent eco behind all this. Castle on the hill at home as well. Could Treb push this one with the hill advantage here, I think. So he's keeping the momentum here still after losing a lot of units. 50-7 here now, so that fight might have been worthwhile, even if 80% of Firebird's army is currently elite skirms. Is the attack upgrade useful for pikes? I see it more often than not that players are going for the attack upgrade before the defense for pikes and or spearmen and pikes and such, because they will deal more bonus damage to the... or they already have bonus damage against the cavalry, so if you have the attack upgrade, you have an even easier time sniping units. You see that with Magyar's spearmen, right? If you try to scout rush a Magyar's player, you're going to have a tough time fighting down the pikes because they have forging instantly. I'm not sure how Castle Age plays in though with the attack upgrades, but I think I'd still consider attack over defense, honestly. Castle is down for Palm here, a couple of barracks going up now. It's going for the extended pikes play maybe. Cavalry out, but no Farimba upgrade yet. That is an expensive one, so that's going to take a while for Palm to get to. Of course, Light Cav is a great addition against skirms, but with heavy camels for Firebird, the Light Cav shouldn't have any success sniping the skirmishers here easily. Look at this cramped base here for Palm. He has some map control to the left still, or map presence rather, and to the right side for the woodlines, but if his main base is breached, he's in deep shit here. Firebird now pop-capped and has a 85 army to benefit from this. This is going to be a very strong push moving forward on Palm's side here. Oh boy. Heavy camels with full upgrades at that running in here to fight against the pikes. And the elite skirms aren't really here to accompany them. These pikes are getting a lot of free kills here, but the Trebs pushing will still take out lots of production here, and Palm is in no position whatsoever to use this light cav to counter raid. A couple more stables going up here. I think Firebird wants to go into the light cav or even Hussar spam here to end it all. Yeah, 79-14 military here. Doesn't look too pretty. Some very exposed farm eco here though, so if Firebird gets some raids in here, that should be the GG. Raiding either of the sides here in the exposed economies. It's currently pushing very one-sided though, but that's the GG called. And a 1-0 for Firebird. So overall eco lead for Firebird here didn't really take any huge hits as home. Maybe a little bit of a distraction with Palm's archers investment to begin with, but then in the cavalry wars certainly favors Berbers with their cheaper cavalry, and that elite skirm switch made Palm's pikeman switch a bit to the point of useless as well. Camels, pikes, tough for Palm to hold against here, not having access to halberdier in the Imperial Age. 200 207 KD. Yeah, not that dissimilar economies, all things considered. Villager highs, dead similar as well. And then we have the uptimes here. Firebird with Scouts, Palm with the Drush Flush, Drush into Archers. And Imperial Age at exactly the same time, almost 30 seconds apart. So let's just pull up the next one here, the home map of Firebird. It should be this one, I think. And I'm just gonna grab me a quick drink while launching this on the Capture Age for you. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Got me some more beer here. So we're at Mr. Palm's home map here. As you can see, the Red Bull Wallow Tree Lowland. Now played not as Empire Wars, but random map settings. It is a map where you have to expand to the middle sooner rather than later, simply because you have golds, only 2-tile golds, 2 of them are on your base. So you could wall, it's wallable, given the woodlines, but they would be potentially easily denied this forward gold, for example. Towers, archers fire, bye-bye to that gold, then you're left with only 1 gold in the back. And they're also going to run out, so map control over the middle is essential here for the long-term game here. Both players with only 6 seconds idle time to begin the tier. That's acceptable for Dark Age for now. And we have a Mesosiv war here actually. Palm with the Mayans, Firebird with Aztecs. So while Mayans have cheap archers, 10, 20 and 30% across the ages, starting in Feudal Age, obviously. Aztecs have potentially amazing skirmishers with their unique technology, giving them some extra... 1 extra range, is it? Or extra attack? Extra range and attack. Yeah, I don't remember what Atlatl Skirmisher does, but that's one unique technology for Aztecs to benefit. Aztecs would most definitely go for an infantry opening. They are classified as an infantry civ after all. They also start with 50 more gold, so you have an easier time going into Men at Arms without actually having to mine any extra gold to afford it. We'll see if the players opt for the wall up, though. It's certainly possible towards the edge of the map here, but it might come at the cost of security of resources. And Firebird's golds, 1 forward as well. It's kind of mirrored here. They both have 1 forward and 1 back gold at their disposal. Firebird's gold maybe slightly worse here. Bringing in that pig, decent placement, a bit close to the edge there, but yeah, we'll be getting to the collection there soon enough. Palm with barracks going up at 17 pop again, suggesting a drush like in the previous game. So it could be a strong go-to option for mines, drush fast castle or drush into archers for that matter. Both viable options for Mayans. Firebird on the move now. He might see that barracks going up. He has found the gold of Palm, so he knows that the location should be around here. I have no idea why he's scouting the edge of the map though. Could be auto-scouted work here actually. Loom for Firebird and potentially Feudal H2, but he didn't go to gold yet, so but he doesn't need to really for the Men-at-Arms for Aztecs either. He's not producing at all from the TC now though, so we may have forgotten something here. There's the Feudal H, 21 pop up here. And Sissi didn't go to any extra gold yet or drop the barracks. I can only assume that it's a straight archers build for Aztecs here, or maybe even straight skirmisher defense given the non-gold investment here. Palm is forward to the scout, gathering some intel here and might obstruct these walls from happening for Firebird, or not. Meanwhile, these angry housewives are moving forward to try and get some hits in on Firebird's economy here. We're going for the population space here. Could actually deny the barracks from going up here as well. I think that might be Palm's idea here. Yeah, it's just too late, isn't he? He won't quite stop this one from going up. It might be too close to the town center as well. Feudal Age to kick in though, and that means that Firebird will be able to drop a range straight away. Archery range. And that should be easier to fend off the drush for sure. The walls will be obstructed here though. The militia take a turn around here and go for the berries. Meanwhile, Firebird certainly doesn't struggle with wood here. Palm with 500 something wood here, didn't pick up yet. So what's up with that, Palm? There we go, there's the pick. Palm is going to be at least 2 minutes behind to the Feudal Age here at 5 there's lead though, so that should even out somewhat here. George is doing work as well. It's idling quite a bit of the economy here, forcing Firebird to try and fight off these dudes with villagers and maybe the scout as well. Oh, the house goes down. That is 25 wood down the drain for Firebird. One villager could risk going down there as well, but she quickly deletes that wall to run back towards the TC into safety. But look at all this idle eco time cost on Firebird. No idea what Palm is doing at home though. He has 1 second, 1 minute idle TC and lots of idle eco time behind this. So it's probably this villager here that's been standing idling near the berries. So still 2 militia and the Eagle Scout to die. The Drush is doing work here for Palm, forcing reactions immediately. The Drush is only to obstruct and delay and make room for whatever your follow-up is be. Feudal Age is in here for Palm. He's dropping 2 ranges with 1 villager each here and will be going into the Archers investment here. Mayans have 10% cheaper Archers in the Feudal Age as well, so they should have an easier time making constant mass with less resources spent than the Aztecs here. There goes the militia. Eagle Scout still at almost full HP, which is pretty impressive here for Palm, but this dude might go down as well. Tries for the last hurrah here, maybe to snipe one of the archers here, and also keeping them at home before being able to move out. So probably a worthwhile trade since you can't escape the enemy walls here anyway. Or maybe you could. So full holds in progress for Firebird here. Palm with 5 archers out now, and Firebird mainly going into the skirmishers defense here. Seems awfully reminiscent of the previous game, where Firebird played Berbers, noticed the flush of Palm, rushed into archers, and went into full skirm defense. There are a couple of archers in the mix as well, though. Fletching and armor in for Palm, though, and Firebird with no upgrades whatsoever, so Palm might still be able to take some favorable engagements with the fact that there is a hill advantage here and superior numbers for Palm. Where's he going though? Only 2 archers. They should be easily sniped here by Palm's armies. Could be just to poke around and test the terrain here, but yeah, that's 2 easy kills for Palm there. 13 to 4 military currently. Firebird still lacking those upgrades. Might not even have a... Where's the blacksmith? Let's see. Yeah, it's here. So he has the blacksmith. But certainly will be needing some upgrades if the intent is to use the archers to any advantage here. 6 on gold. Still indicative of a double range archers approach here. Could be some eagle shenanigans planned as well, but going straight into eagles in the cast stage can be hurtful as well, because it calls for a lot of upgrades and a couple more barracks to make it work. Can Palm reach the goal there? I think he reaches 1 villager, maybe. Has to break through the walls here. Palm needs a response to skirmishers here as well if he's going to engage here. Might be aiming for a fast cast late game. Missing 15 food now. Let's see. There it is. There's the cast late click. And Firebird. Yeah, much earlier to the cast later actually. I can't really afford elite skirmisher. I'm not sure what the play is here. Eagle scouts into eagle warriors, but that would mean a lot more of gold investment here. Firebird needs eagle warrior to contest these numbers, or at least yeah, he needs more than this. 3 eagle scouts and squires. It could help though. The eagle scouts would be a tanky mid shield between the enemy archers here, but Palm, seeing cast age kicking in for Firebird, decides to back off and wait for his own cast age to kick in 1.5 minutes from now to benefit from the crossbow upgrade. 2 ranges still for Palm, but the 3rd one going up here to further reinforce and resupply the numbers here to take a huge numbers advantage, extend that advantage now 21 to 12 for the time being. The army numbers has me a bit worried here, but Firebird has some eagles, but he's still only with 1... it's 2 barracks actually. But the gold inside of Firebird's base certainly won't sustain full eagle switch for long here. 1 TC in the back of the base on the wood line, that is fine I guess, but some extension to the middle will be absolutely vital as well. I have no idea what this forward builder of Palm is doing here. She may just be on a... She just builds a random house for... for map vision here, I guess. Crossbows moving forward again now, and Firebird only with 6 Eagle Warriors and 8 Feudal Age upgraded skirmishers. Don't think that is enough to hold up against 27 total archers for Palm. Well, Palm keeps some more at home, he's moving out. Oh, Firebird skirms are out of position actually, that's good news for Palm. That leaves only the Eagle Warriors for Firebirds, and still he doesn't have the crucial numbers needed here. Consistent double barracks production though helps out a bit, but pretty sure it's not enough. Moving forward with the skirms again here to maybe pick up reinforcements of Palm here. Oh yeah. That's 1, 2 down for Firebird. No ballistics for Palm yet, but still a large enough group to fend off units. Actually one-shotting the Eagle Warriors here, so not that great against archers, but they can run in close. Firebird really needs some defensive siege here to contest these numbers, or simply much more Eagle numbers. And where are the Eagles, the rest of them here? They've been forward with skirmishers. Palm goes offensive here with a forward castle on the hill here on the Firebird. Interesting approach. Firebird is struggling for wood actually, but he has villagers close to the woodland here that could produce more, and it's also going into the middle for that neutral gold, which will be much needed. Palm has not extended into the middle just yet, and that first castle going that forward suggests that Palm is hoping to end this game sooner rather than later. The crossbows now venture downhill and let the Eagles close here, and many of these crossbows might be going down now before Palm can get his villagers forward to get this castle up. I think Palm needs to bail on this castle and place it in a more defensive manner, honestly. There are more crossbows to join in here though. Firebird still with 8 Eagle Warriors somewhere. They're chasing, doing some serious work here, but if this castle goes up, it's of course hurtful, but Firebird has gold access over here as well, so losing that secondary gold there, not that big of a deal. You might just let this castle go up and try and keep the crossbows out instead here. Firebird is also going to stone here. I'm not sure where he's mining. That one is close to the TC over here. Thinking about stones to castle to fortify the middle position potentially here. Palm has this solid military lead here though, and population lead as well. 29 to 10 here. Crossbows breaking through again. Eagle Warriors on spot here. They're still missing the last attack upgrade, but they have the defense, which is the most important. Consistent Eagle Warrior production here for Firebird, though. He's keeping those numbers or reinforcing those numbers. Palm still with some decent crossbow mass forward. Not able to deal enough damage here, and not contesting the fact that Firebird is mining gold and collecting wood in the middle. They both have some middle presence now. Palm has also got one gold pile taken here with the castle building villagers forward there. More barracks finally going up for Firebird here as well. Should be able to produce out of more than the 2 barracks. And Mangonel looking for a juicy hit there. Not going to get that as Palm drops a forward siege workshop here. And also has some plumed archers out now from the castle. And nice and mobile raiding unit from the Mayans. That's actually hard to catch up with and deal with. Especially when they reach critical mass. There are not too many of them though, and the Eagles might very well catch up if the plumed archers try to take a choke point. The Eagles will catch up and pick them off because they don't have an awful lot of HP. They have 50 HP. Eagles also have 50 something, 55. But Firebird needs more numbers. Totally, essentially, preferably he needs to get to the Imperial Age and get the Elite Eagle Warrior, and he's not too far off, honestly, from that. He has the stone for a castle. He's going to drop that castle defensively at home to limit crossbow raids here with Mangonels to defend, and Eagle Warriors, I don't know where they even are. And that TC in the middle is certainly working out well for Firebird here. He's dropping the University and Monastery. He doesn't actually need the Monastery for the second building. He has the Siege Workshop. I'm pretty sure Blue didn't see that... yeah... Might see some presence here. It's tough to know. Mangonel trying to get some hits in here. The castle gets delayed for now, but it's going to go up eventually. Eagle Warriors to run in yet again here. And these Plumed Archer must be so annoying though. But Firebird just around that timing of click up here now as Palm is sniping more villagers. 12 villagers dead. Firebird hasn't touched Palm's eco at home yet. But defensive castle goes up. That limits any entrance of new armies here. Plumed Archer numbers in scary numbers right now for Palm. He has 16 of them and 31 crossbows. So he has some pure army domination here as Firebird is going up to Imperial Age, but with no current army to benefit from that. Mangonel pushing here. Firebird could get some juicy shots in on either crossbows or Mangonels here. Let's see. Take the Mangonel. There it is. That's a 1 for 0. Good hit. Plumes maybe as well. Yeah, Imperial Age is good, but Firebird will need more on gold to justify Elite Eagle Warrior raids here. Palm has this gold though, that's something Firebird needs to attend to as well. He actually doesn't know all that much about it. And to have plumed archers running around, that's just a... They are worse than Light Cav and Hussar raids and all that. They're just... so annoying. Mangonels to get the hit now though, they're just standing there, so there they go, at least a few of them. I guess that's justified. 5 Eagles out now. Palm is 2:30 to go to Imperial Age. He's going to lag behind, so Firebird should have a good head start to Trab Wars here to contest the one and only castle of Palm here. Palm seems to be needing more of a gold investment. Look at that beautiful mining camp right up against the TC Foundation. But earlier Imperial Age is in. Firebird with more barracks going up. He needs more on gold though to keep making Eagle Warriors and the respective upgrades here. Uh-oh, this could be a 2 for 1, 1 for 2 hit for Palm if he pays attention. Good dodge, good Mangonel micro. And that's a 1 for 1. And the defensive Siege Workshop of Firebird actually goes down here. But the castle is producing Trebs, and Palm isn't in the Imperial Age just yet, so he's going to potentially lose the Treb war here. Firebird goes to more stone as well, thinking about another castle, possibly. 2 piles stone there, just enough for another castle. Oh, good dodge from Palm there again. 1 for 1 for that. No! He's hitting the TC. Come on! Easy kill for Firebird there. Palm with Plumed and Crossbow still with the army lead here, arguably. But now there are 17 Eagles to potentially benefit from an Eagle Warrior upgrade here in not too long. Plumed Archers right under the TC, taking the Mangonel, but risking to die to Eagle Warriors here now. And Imperial Age last plate mail armor is in as well, that renders the Eagles even more tanky against Archer fire. And now only needing that elite upgrade, which is rather expensive. Palm tries for another forward castle here, doesn't want to give up on this. He's about to lose this castle, so he will be losing the access to more Treb. For now, we only have 1 Treb, and the Eagles should be able to run in and snipe that, or something here, or deny this castle. We'll see what the priorities are here. Trebs to kill Trebs, maybe. Palm is having the hit and run micro of a lifetime here. And now he's going to clean up a lot of these numbers here, because these Eagles have the +3 armor. Hello, just for fun. Yeah, 13 Eagles left, but so our Palm's armies here is lost most of the plumed archers and crossbows here. Won't be getting into Arbalest anytime soon. There's just not to benefit from that. Chemistry kicks in, but there are very few units to benefit from that at this upgrade. Finally got myself to change my name. Alright, hope I will recognize you then. Being roasted in front of 70 people. Yeah. These things happen. Palm keeps trying to add more trebs, but he has 2 trebs contesting his castle here, and even with repairs, there's a limit to how long you can sustain that, even with 13 on stone, so this castle is going to be tough to be kept up for Palm. He still wants those plumed archers to have that mobility and raid potential. Has only 1 barracks, so no other response than plumed archers for Eagle Warriors is a possibility here. Firebird getting Elite Eagle Warrior now, and that might just be the death blow to Palm's army compositions here. Lol, GG bro, capital letters. And that would be a 2-0 for Firebird to move on to round 3 of the 1300 to 1500 bracket. Palm had a rough start. He was apparently seriously hungover when starting this game, and he clicked feudal, and it didn't register. Tough day to stream on with GL versus AM. Yeah, true enough. I was considering streaming later, but then it gets late as well, so people might still be able to check out the VODs or something. But that's some competition, all right. $111 to 92 KD for Firebird, a positive KD in the end. Eagle Switch worked out in the end. Took a long while to take out the crossbows and plumes still though. Stronger economy for the Aztecs player behind this. Palm probably very focused on army numbers and domination there, and apparently forgot to click Feudal Age as well, which was rather tough. But other uptimes rather matched their Imperial Age, not that far off, honestly. Relics even for Firebird, important to get as Aztecs. You need that. You get plus 33% gold per relic as Aztec or relic income in general, so that's one to absolutely consider. Palm with some serious army numbers here, but Firebird still fended it off and eventually cleaned up the numbers in the end here. So GG, well played.